Good afternoon and welcome to the Job Help Hotline. My name is Bob Fitton. I'm Director of Training at Greater Westtown Training Partnership. My guest this afternoon is Mr. William Molina.
How you doing?
Welcome to the show, William.
Good to be here.
It's great to be in a new studio. This is our second month at the fantastic new CAN TV. So William has been with the agency a short time. How many years have you been with us?
About 25 years.
William's been with us 25 years
Yeah.
and has assisted in shipping and receiving throughout those years. So the purpose of our show today is to talk about opportunities in the field of transportation, distribution, and logistics, otherwise known as shipping and receiving. So if you have a call about shipping and receiving, please call in. The callers really make the show, help to keep it moving, and also you provide informative information for other folks out there who might have the same question as you. So please give us a call, 312-738-1060. The lines are open right now. We have a bilingual phone tech on the phone, so if you are a Spanish-speaking caller, please don't hesitate to give us a call. All right, William, can you give us an overview of Greater Westtown Training Partnership? Who are we and what do we do?
Greater Westtown Partnership is a community-based organization that's been in existence for many years, over almost 3 decades. And basically what we do is we provide vocational training and education for adults and also for youth.
Okay. And when you talk about education and training, you know, first thing people are going to think about is, well, how much is this going to cost me? This is a live program. It's on the air. You know, I've been in other training programs before or heard about other training programs where I had to take out a student loan or a grant or other means of acquiring the money for the training. How much will this program cost an individual who comes into our training program?
Well, that's the good thing about this program. A participant that comes into our program that's eligible does not pay a penny, not 1 cent. And that's the good thing. And you get qualified experience and training that's going to help you for a lifetime, and you don't pay a dime.
Okay. Any catches? I mean, any hidden things, any contracts people have to
No.
sign?
No hidden agendas. It's a community-based organization that receives funding to help people from the Chicago area and the surrounding suburbs. for
Exactly.
Opportunities and
Exactly.
jobs.
Yep, so as William saying, about 90% of our funding comes from government sources, and the program is specifically designed to help low-income residents of Chicago and the surrounding suburbs get the skills that they need. So right now, you know, the job market's pretty good. A lot of people are saying, hey, you know, why do I need training? I can go out and, you know, I see a lot of job ads. I see a lot of jobs online. I can go out and get a job tomorrow. So why is training important right now?
Training is very important because now Chicago, well, the Midwest used to be the hub for industry and manufacturing, but a lot of things have changed over time. So now the companies that are still existing, because Chicago is a changing city, but there still are jobs out there, but they're limited. The competition is really big and really great. It's important to have some type of skills under your belt that help you compete in this market because it's a very competitive market still. People are still competing for those jobs.
Okay, so this isn't a theoretical. I sit in a classroom, I read a textbook, and then you know magic happens and I get a job. How I mean, what happens? How does this?
Absolutely not. That's the good thing about it is hands-on training. So
Okay,
let's say you never
hands-on.
worked in shipping and receiving before, and an employer asks you, well, do you have experience in this field? And that's one of the things that employers want, it's experience. And so you can genuinely say, I have experience because it's not only classroom training, you're also set up in a warehouse environment. As a matter of fact, just to give you a scenario, we run a mock distribution company
Okay.
where you will actually be picking and packing orders. You'll be learning how to do inventory control, utilizing barcode scanning. And it's a great facility. It's a state-of-the-art facility where you're actually going to go in and get to practice the skills that you would then that are transferable to the world of work.
Okay.
And that's what makes it so great.
So they say a picture's worth 10,000 words, right?
Absolutely.
So, this isn't just a classroom.
Right.
What are we looking at?
This is actually one of our warehouses. We have two, but this is one of our warehouses where we have an actual product. We have a beverage product and we have a dry food product that was donated to us by companies so that we can use it so that students can actually do actual inventory, cycle counting. They actually get a chance to pick orders, pack them, utilize the barcode scanning system, which is great. So they learn computerized inventory control. So everything that you would actually do on the job is something that you're actually going to experience when you come out to Greater Westtown's training program.
All right. So as William said, you know, this is live product. This is actual product. As we go through the show, we'll show you a little bit more. But This is one of our forklifts there.
That's
Students
correct,
get
Bob.
training on that.
There are 5 different vehicles that people learn how to operate. So we run a very intense and I want to say one of the most intense and it's very safe as far as safety is concerned. Training programs, I believe, in Illinois. I mean, when you come in here, you're going to learn what pivot points are, what fulcrums are, the terminology used when it comes to forklift utilization, and then how to operate different vehicles that are now very viable in the market. So you're talking about big box companies that utilize what you're looking at right there is a narrow aisle reach truck, which is a very important truck utilized in big box companies because they don't take up a lot of space and they do the job efficiently. So you learn how to operate that vehicle and many others, and also you can also get your forklift certification from us, which is valid for a good 3 years.
Okay, so William, mentioned a couple of good points. One of which is the training is designed to help people get to work. It's not theoretical training; it's hands-on training. The equipment that we use, as William mentioned, is used in operations of companies today. I think we have a caller. Good afternoon, caller. Welcome to the Job Help Hotline.
Good afternoon. Is there a lot of math involved in this?
Math. The caller is asking William if there's a lot of math.
Well, there is some math involved because of the fact that you're going to have to pass a test to see what level you're testing at. You need to have a 7th grade math and reading level in order to participate in the program. When you're dealing with shipping and receiving, numbers are very important because you're talking about your counts, your cycle inventory, and all of that. So that's really important. So there is math, but it's not the kind of math you're going to worry about. You're going to get at a university. It's just your basic math that you need to do your everyday job.
So do we help the students with math? If
Absolutely. We have a math class, an English class, so we do remediation so that our students that are not up to par, we help them to increase up to 2 and 3 year grade levels in the time that they're with us. So there is a great math teacher that's accessible to everyone. We also provide tutoring after school. So, I mean, you get all the support that you need. There's a lot of mechanisms in place that make this program successful, and that's one of the components of it.
So, one of the things I always tell students is, don't think about this as school. You're not here to get a grade. We're here to help you to learn what's practical. We're not talking about calculus, geometry, advanced math. We're talking about the basics, adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing. Our job, our mission is to help you succeed, to get you back into the job market. We're going to do everything possible that we can to help you achieve that. Is the caller still there? Okay, I believe he's on.
And to piggyback off what you're
Yes.
saying, basically we're trying to give people the tools that they need. You got a toolbox, but you don't have the right tools in it. If you
Right.
want to go out there and do the job, we provide you with those tools that are very essential so you can be successful in your endeavors to get employment.
Okay. So we've talked a little bit about the training. We've shown people the warehouse. People might think, hey, this sounds like a great program. How do I get involved? So what's the first step, William?
The first step is to get off the couch, pick up your phone, and give us a call. Bob's going to flash a number on your screen. There's another look at our forklift, okay?
Okay.
But he's going to flash the
There it
number.
is.
That's the number right there. You want to call 312-563-9028, and somebody will pick up your call, get your information, your name and number and so on, and then they'll tell you when you can come into our orientations. Our orientations are held every Wednesday at 8:45 in the morning. You come on in. We'll be there to greet you at the door. We'll provide you with some information. You'll get a good tour of the facility and a lot of valuable information that's not only going to help you know about the program, but also information you can utilize to go out there when you're going looking for a job.
Okay, so people come in, see the warehouse, fill out an application, shake hands with you. They're there for a couple hours. Then they say, okay, this is great. Am I accepted now? I fill out the application. I'm ready to start training. Is there something else they have to do?
Well, there's a process. A lot of
Okay.
people, we have so many seats available, limited seats available. So basically,
Good point.
people come in and they go through the process. So the first process is orientation. Then there'll be an evaluation done as far as to see what skill levels you're at. And then you come in for an interview and to see if this is something that you really want to do and it's something that's going to benefit you. We want to make sure that we don't do a disservice to anyone. We want to make sure that this is something you want to do, and we want to make sure that we're able to help you and your needs so you can obtain employment and move on in the job market and be successful.
Okay. So, as William said, we actually have more people applying to the program than we can accept. We typically are shooting to accept around 20 individuals for the next class. So, it has some truth. The early bird gets the worm. As William said, orientations are every Wednesday at 8:45. We have about another month of orientations left. So, if this sounds like something you'd like to do, come on in, apply now. Don't wait till the last minute, or don't wait until all the seats are filled up. So let me put this information up one more time. And again, this is Greater Westtown Training Partnership. This is the Shipping and Receiving Training Program. We are located at 500 North Sacramento Boulevard. We're 2 blocks south of Chicago Avenue. We're 2 blocks east of Kedzie. We're conveniently located. The California bus stops right in front of our facility. The Grand Bus, the Chicago bus, is about a 2-block walk. There's a Green Line stop at Kedzie, about a 5-minute walk. The Metro, there's a Metro stop on Kedzie. We have free parking, one of the last places left in the city that still has free parking. So if after we go off the air, if you'd like to get some more information, check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/Greater Westtown. You can email us if you have a question, training@gwtp.org, or you can check out our website, which is www.gwtp.org. Again, class starts July 18th. That's a little bit less than a month, so come on in, and we hope to see you tomorrow, as soon as tomorrow at 8:45, or one of the succeeding Wednesdays after that. All right, so I didn't mention this at the top of the show, but we have actually a student guest this afternoon, Maria Guzman. Welcome to the show.
How are you?
So Maria is a student that is just about getting ready to graduate. She's in her, I guess, the end of the 11th week for you guys right now?
Yes,
Yeah.
graduate next Friday.
So a week from Friday, they're graduating. So Maria offered to come on the show to share her perspective and to give our listening audience an idea of what this looks like from a student's point of view. So let's start out. Maria, how'd you actually find out about the program?
A good friend of mine told me about the program.
Okay. All right. So, and that's not unusual. Most of the people who come in to our program have heard about it from a friend, a family, maybe a relative saw an ad in a newspaper or looked online. So, again, if you're out there, if you know someone, this might not be for you, you might be working. If you know someone who might be interested, please pass this information along. Please share that with them, because again, this can be a life-changing opportunity for an individual who comes into training. All right, so tell me, Maria, you heard about it from a friend. They told you. So why did you decide to apply for the program?
Applied for the program. I actually have experience in warehouse.
Okay.
And with coming to the program, they teach you the ins and outs of warehouse shipping and receiving.
Okay.
The computer aspect of it, the actual picking, packing, shipping and receiving items for work.
Okay. All right. So, as Maria said, this is a comprehensive program. This isn't just focused on one thing, math or computers or forklift.
Yeah.
You're going to learn a lot, right,
Yeah.
as you go through the 12 weeks.
Everything.
So tell me, you're getting ready to graduate. What have you liked about the program itself?
Actually, everything I like about the program. The instructors, everything that you learn math, reading, the warehouse,
Okay.
picking, packing, the UPS, World Ship, FedEx. You learn a lot. They teach you a lot.
All right. So again, it looks like we have a caller. Good afternoon, caller. Welcome to the Job Help Hotline. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Hi. Welcome to the Job Help Hotline.
Hi. Sorry. You know what? I'm joining kind of late, and maybe this has been asked already. But for me, I have a 2-part question.
Okay.
One, in entering into this industry, is this something that I need to have prior experience in the shipping and receiving industry to be successful in this training? And part 2 is, what is the job market like for females?
Okay. Really good question. All right. So thank you very much, caller. So again, as we heard from Maria did have some prior experience, but it's not necessary. What we're looking for primarily is determined, motivated individuals who have a desire to go to work. And I think, our class right now, do you know how many women we have in the class right now, Maria?
6.
6. Okay, so it's a class of, what do we have, 19 right now?
19, yeah.
So we've got 19 people in the shipping and receiving program. A third of the class is women. My experience, Mr. Molina's experience, tells us that this is really, really a great field for women. The women who achieve and come out of our program having graduated with a certificate typically are on the higher end of the class. That's the reason Maria is sitting here today, because she has really, really, she's tremendously dedicated. As a matter of fact, Maria, tell me what are your plans after graduation next Friday?
I actually start a job 2 weeks from today
There you go. Okay, and
in warehouse work.
okay, so this is definitely a field for women. Maria's already been hired. She's going to graduate in a week, and then she'll be going right to work. So tell me, we have a lot of people out there. They might be listening. They might be thinking, I don't know if I can do that. What advice would you give to people that are out there listening to us today, Maria?
Get up and call the number.
Okay, all right.
Call the number.
Get up and call.
Be
the
determined
number.
when you call.
Be determined. Call the number.
Yes.
Come on in. Okay, well, Maria, I certainly want to wish you success.
Thank you.
I remember when you came into the program, I was one of the individuals that interviewed Maria, and I said, I can see nothing but success for her. And, you've represented yourself well, you've represented the class well, you've represented Greater Westtown well, and now you'll be going on to a future employer, and I know that you'll represent them well. So thanks very much, Maria. Okay, I'm going to put that number up again on the screen. So if you would like to be in the next class, give us a call. 312-563-9028. Send us an email. Check us out on Facebook. Check our website. But, as my boss always says, don't say no to yourself. Don't think that you can't do it. You'd be surprised what you can achieve, and you never know what you can achieve until you give it a try. So we've talked about opportunities for women here. How about youth, William? Do you have to be a certain age to get into the
18 years or
program?
older.
18 or
18
older.
years or older.
Okay.
So if you're a young man, it's this great thing for if you're 18, 22, 19 years old. It's a great start to have training under your belt. I mean, that'd be a great advantage for you because you'll be working in an industry there really isn't a recession in the shipping and receiving, because anybody who manufactures something, no matter how small or how big, needs to ship and receive goods. So for a young person, it'd be a great opportunity, a wonderful opportunity for them to gain some valuable skills.
Okay, all right. Let's go to the overheads again, and let's give our audience. Maria talked about some of the aspects of training. Let's see if in the next couple minutes we can cover some of these things, and maybe you can explain to our audience what's happening with these steps here.
Well, right here they're doing repackaging, and it's really important. There's a lot of laws and rules, legislation when it comes to sending out packages. Labels. If labels aren't straight on certain packages, the company who sent it out can actually get a fine for it, and it can cause difficulties as far as being able to scan the packages. So we make sure that our students are about doing the work with integrity and showing a good work ethic. So putting the labels on straight is something that's really important, and packaging correctly.
Okay.
Here we have, as a matter of fact, this is one of our students that right now is employed. Has been employed for quite a while, and what she's doing here is called UPS Online Dim Weight. And basically, dimensional packaging is, packaging has changed, so now they use dimensional packaging versus weight. So now it's a matter of weight and the size of the package. And so students need to actually be able to process the package by measuring the length and width of the package and combining it with the weight, and then using some math skills in order to determine how much it'll cost somebody to send the package. Here we have our stretch wrap machine, where students will learn how to package correctly. A lot of places do it manually. We do both manually and electric. So it's good to learn how to operate the different machines that are used in the shipping and receiving industry.
Okay.
And these are students completing an order, which is part of the process. They have to learn how to pack their orders and process their orders and do the paperwork for it.
So I see this guy's got something in his hand there. What's he
He's using a radio frequency scanner, what's called an RF scanner, which you see used in a lot of stores, and basically that's very important because it's computerized inventory control. This tells you how much goods you have available, where it's located, where it's been, who's picked it, how much is left, and where it's going to, so you can actually track all of your inventory. This is very important, very crucial to employers because it prevents shrinkage. A lot of companies lose a lot of money because of shrinkage. So knowing your inventory and where it's at and keeping an accurate count is very important, and you learn it all at Greater West Sounds training program.
Okay, all right. So what are we seeing
Here
here?
we have a student. Well, once you get that load, to have that add that realism, you have to transport the goods to the receiving, to the shipping dock. And basically what's going on here is a student is actually engaging a load with a propane forklift, which is another one of our vehicles that you learn how to operate and be efficient on it. And he's transporting a load right now, a load of goods.
Okay. So you talked about different types of equipment. This looks like a different type of...
Yeah, this is the ones that I was talking about, the narrow aisle reach truck, which is, it reaches out to the goods. It actually extends the forks out, and you have to learn how to use accuracy and ability to pick up loads safely and carefully. And it's a great tool to have under your belt, and we certify you also in this on this vehicle.
So it looks from this picture, it's not just about driving the forklift.
Oh, no, not at all. You have to learn a little bit about your vehicle inspections. You have to learn how to change the tank when you run out of propane on your truck. So they learn how to safely use the proper PPEs, which is personal protection equipment. They learn how to change the tanks, and this is all under very constant supervision. We want to make sure that our students learn correctly and safely.
All right. Okay, but it's not just about forklifts, right?
Not at all. A lot of people think that it's really important to get a forklift certification because that's going to open many doors for me. But if you really look at it in the market, there's a lot of hiring done for people that have technical skills. So one of the technicals we teach here, this gentleman here, he's syncing the RF scanner to the computer. And he's also working with inventory. And if I believe I see the screen a little carefully, he's probably working with the inventory control system, preparing to process documentation in order to ship a load.
Okay. So there is other types of learning that we do besides hands-on, right? So
Yeah.
what do we see here?
The great thing is that exposure is really important. So we have a lot of employers that we work with. We have an employer advisory board, so we have a great relationship with our partner employers, and they provide tours for us. And right here we're doing a tour of a company. It's a beer company. And basically, they take them around and show them how they package their goods, how they process and manufacture their goods. And this gives good exposure to the students so they can realize what types of jobs are out there, different types of jobs, and it gives them a great amount of exposure. And they hear the employers, participate with the employers, plus the employers get a chance to look at some good, viable candidates for their company.
Right. And the other thing that happens a lot of times when you're out on those tours, you'll see a student who's been hired by that company who's actually working there.
You'll see many of those. We have quite a few people placed out there. The program has been very efficient and very effective at doing this. I've been there 25 years, and in 25 years we've been there, we've served quite a few people. Our placement is excellent. We're like at 90% placement.
Yeah.
And you might say, well, okay, but what about the 10%? Well, if you have people that, fail to follow certain rules or decide that, this is something not for them, it happens. But we're proud to say that a 90% placement record is excellent.
So a couple things. One, I saw in one of those slides, we saw a student using a computer. Some of our more mature students may not have been exposed to that. Do we help them?
Well, I got good news for you. We have a computer entry-level program that you come in, so you learn how to work with computers, your basic instructions, so that way we take you step by step. And by the time you leave the program, believe it or not, we have people that are real scared of computers typing their own resumes.
Okay.
So you also get career development, so you're going to learn how to type your resume, you're going to learn about interviews, how to prepare yourself when you're facing an employer, how to answer those difficult questions. Why should I hire you? What qualifications do you have? Tell me about yourself. A lot of people freeze up when they get those questions, but when we're through with you at Greater Western, I guarantee you, you're going to walk out there and be really prepared to get that job.
So the other question, I see forklift driving, do people have to know how to drive or have a driver's license to operate a forklift?
You just have to have common sense. If you have common sense and the desire to learn something, you can do anything you put your mind to.
Okay. And last question before we wrap up. What if I don't have a high school diploma? Can I still get into the program?
It's not a requirement, and the good thing about it is that the skills that we use, as far as you're going to get math and English and so on, some of our students have gone on to use the information that we give them to obtain their GED. So yes, it's very valuable and very helpful.
All right, so we got about 45 seconds left. Again, Greater Westtown Training Partnership. If you can only copy down one thing in the last 30 seconds, it's our phone number, 312-563-0500. 9028. Please give us a call. Don't say no to yourself. Everything is possible if you have determination and desire. We'll take you through the rest, and we can help you turn your life around from where it is now and where you want to get to. So I want to thank Maria Guzman for coming on today. We want to thank you, Mr. Molina.
Thank you for having me.
For your
pleasure.
appearance today on the show. We also want to thank you for your many years of hard work and dedication to Greater Westtown. Again, we're here the third Tuesday of every month at 4 o'clock. Check us out. Talk to us about a friend. We'll see you next month. Thanks a lot.